Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Word platform. I will upload this Google Doc link on the Piazza so you can come back to this document anytime. First we are going to install Visual Studio Code, so click this link. Since I'm on Windows 10, I'm going to click this button. If you're on Ubuntu or Linux, you can click this .dav button to install Visual Studio Code. Save it. Click it once it's done. Accept the agreement. Next. Next. I'd like to create a desktop icon. And make sure that you check this add to path option. This is really important. Please make sure you check this button. Next, install. Cool. Let's launch Visual Studio Code. Cool. It's been downloaded properly. Now click this extensions icon. And here you can find the Python extension that is developed by Microsoft. So this is just an extension. This Python extension itself is not Python. So we're going to download Python anyway. This is just an extension. But anyway, we're going to need it. So install this Python extension. Looks like it's done. So now let's go back to Explorer. And let's try to make a simple Python file. I'm going to call it moon.py. Now this message will pop up automatically. It says Python is not installed, which is true. My laptop does not have any Python at all for now. So I have to download Python. And there are two ways to use Python. So the first way is to, let's click this download button. The button will direct us to this official Python website. So you can download the Python, the latest Python or the older versions of Python here. If you download through this website, it means that the Python will be installed locally on your laptop or desktop. And that's the first way to use Python, and definitely is fine. And the second way to use Python is to use the virtual environment technology that is called Anaconda. So there are two ways to use Python. The first way is to get a Python from this official Python website and then install it locally on your computer, or you can use Anaconda to use Python. You can use both ways, but for Word platform, anyway, we're going to need Anaconda. So I'm just going to skip this part. But if you want to download Python locally on your computer, it's fine. Just go for it. But I'm gonna skip this part. So minimize this window. As you can see, if you check this here, you will see that there are no Python at all for now, because I have not downloaded any Python. So there is no Python in this computer, which is connected to this Visual Studio Code. But this problem will be solved soon. Now let's go back to the instruction. Now we're going to download Git. Click this link. So this monitor will recommend you the right version of Git that you need to download. It says download 2.32 for Windows, so it automatically recognizes which operating system I'm on. So download it, save it, click it, next. So this message is only shown when you've already installed Git before, and I've installed Git before, so you're not going to see this. Click yes, and I like to add additional icons on the desktop and make sure that Git bash here is checked. Git GUI here is optional, but I like to just have it checked. And check the last option right here, which is called new, add a Git bash profile to Windows terminal. So Git bash comes with a Git installation automatically. If you check this button, you can use Git in this Git bash, and you can also add that Git bash profile to Windows terminal. And then Windows terminal, I'm going to show you how to download it soon. Okay, so next, you can choose the default editor. Vim is fine, Notepad++ fine, Visual Studio, they're all fine. But since our main platform is going to be Visual Studio Code, I'm going to check this option. Next, recommended. Let's just stick to recommended. Next, install. Cool. So now let's check this launch Git bash to make sure that Git is downloaded properly. Cool. Now this little window is called Git bash, and then you can use Git operations in this Git bash. So let's type in git -- version. As you see, Git is downloaded and installed properly. So you can definitely use this Git bash to use Git, but I'm going to do it in a little bit different way. So now step 3, download Windows Terminal at Microsoft Store. So now let's go to Microsoft Store, search, type in terminal. Here's Windows Terminal, click it, and install it. Okay. Well, I can still download Windows Terminal without the Windows account. Cool. Let's launch it and see what it looks like. So this is called Windows Terminal. So we are using Windows PowerShell. So Windows Terminal is like one solution that you can use all the different types of terminals. Like Windows PowerShell is one option, and if you click this, open a new tab. You can also use command prompt in this Windows Terminal, or you can also use Azure Cloud Shell. And as you can see, Git bash profile is added into terminal since we checked the button when we were downloading Git. If you click this button, you can also use Git bash in Windows Terminal. So this is very useful. This is very useful. So here we're using Git bash in Windows Terminal, Git version. It works, and it looks like Windows PowerShell also works for Git. Let's try it. Git version. Yeah, so it works. Cool. I guess command prompt would also support Git. Yeah, it works. Cool. So yeah, this has a very neat design, so I recommend you to use this. Now, step 4. You'll also find the instructions by very helpful quick start or documentation and YouTube tutorial, role installation tutorial by Michael. Let's check it. So this is the official Word platform website. So I used this website too when I first downloaded the Word platform and ran my own agent. So this instruction can definitely be very helpful, and then this instruction works as well. So you can use this too, and then you can also use a YouTube tutorial by Michael,
Infineon is the only
who is the main developer of our platform, and I found this very helpful. So you can so I recommend you to check this tutorial as well. Now step A, fork this official Roar GitHub repo. Now we're going to fork the Roar platform. Go here, and here on the top right side, you see this fork button. Click it. I've already forked Roar, so if you click yes, you will see this screen. So here I made my own forked Roar version, which is called Moonwon/Roar. Your ID is going to be in this place. So this is your own forked Roar repository. Now click this green button. Click this button to copy this address, or you can use Ctrl+C. Now let's go back to terminal. Go to git bash. Type in ls and see where you are. Or you can also use Windows PowerShell. ls. It looks like you're in the Moonwon repository in my case. If you type in ls, you can see all the files and directories that belongs to this directory. And I see desktop right here. I'm going to desktop, cd desktop. So cd will get you to desktop. Now type ls. You see there is a moon.py file that we created before. Now git clone -- recursive. Don't forget to add this -- recursive option. This is important. Just for Roar repository. And then now copy paste your own forked repository address and then enter. Cool. Now type ls to see whether Roar directory is there. As you can see, now Roar is installed. Now cd Roar ls, you'll see all the files belongs to Roar. So we did it. Now let's go back. Now it's time to download Anaconda. Click this button. Cool. Anaconda Individual Edition. Download for Windows. Cool. I'm just going to click this button to download Anaconda. Next, I agree. Next. Add Anaconda 3 to my path environment variable. Register Anaconda as my default Python 3.8. It looks like this option is important. This will allow other programs such as Python tools for Visual Studio to automatically detect Anaconda as the primary Python 3.8 on the system. It looks useful. Yeah, so check this option. Install. It looks like it's taking some time. So if you're curious about what Anaconda is, it is a virtual environment for developers. Since every project needs different environments, this is a software that will help you in that point. We can set up a different developing environments for different projects, so that they don't really get messed up. Next. Alright, I recommend you to check this Anaconda individual edition tutorial so you can learn more about Anaconda. I'm just gonna getting started with Anaconda for now. Finish. Okay, let's see if Anaconda is downloaded. Okay, cool. I'm going to open up Anaconda. There we go. Now, we're going to set up a virtual environment with Python 3.7 because Roar platform is built on Python 3.7. I believe Python 3.7 is the most safest option. So we're going to make a virtual environment with Python 3.7. So let's see how we can do it. If you use PyCharm, please check the YouTube tutorial by Michael. He'll show you how to set up it. So now we've opened Anaconda Navigator, as you can see, Anaconda Navigator. So now go to Environments and click this Create button down below and name it War. You can name it in any way, but I'm just going to use War. It's obvious. And choose Python 3.7. Okay, looks like if you go and click this update index, if you click this create button again, now you will find the Python 3.7. So click Python 3.7 and name it War. Create it. Nice. So we've created a virtual environment that is called War, and these are the things that are installed in War virtual environment. As you can see, here's Python versions 3.7. So we're good. Now you click this War, and if you click this play button, the Conda will activate this virtual environment that is called War. So it's pretty easy. You can click this play button right here. Alright, it looks like we need to use this Anaconda PowerShell prompt to use Conda. But if you'd like to use Anaconda in Windows Terminal, in Windows PowerShell, it looks like there is a way to do it. And also, if you'd like to use Anaconda PowerShell prompt and add its profile into this Windows Terminal, I think there is like a way to also do that. But for due to the time manner, I'm just going to use Anaconda prompt. So type in Anaconda. Here it says Anaconda power prompt. Okay, now let's use Anaconda PowerShell prompt to activate roar virtual environment. You can see here is Anaconda PowerShell prompt, or you can search it here. Open it up. Now it's called vase. Type conda activate roar. As you can see, roar virtual environment has been activated. ls. Now we're at step 7. Activate the roar virtual environment before installing the dependency. Now we're going to install dependency. Make sure conda virtual environment roar is activated. As you can see, it's been activated. It says roar. Now let's go to desktop where our roar is installed. Okay, cd desktop ls cd roar. Now we're inside the roar. Now copy paste this pip install -r requirements.txt in this roar folder and copy paste it. Now step 8.b, cd into roar _sin. Now copy paste pip install, enter. So we're doing the same installing dependency in two different folders. Cool. Now let's go and download a simulator distribution for the OS. So Berkeley minor map is only working for Windows. I'm going to save it in desktop. Cool, it's done. Now extract it, extract all. Looks like it's a big file. Cool. Now we're all set. And we're going to run the Berkeley minor map server. So cd dot, this will take you to the previous directory. Go to Windows, no editor. Now type in, let's go in one more time. Now type in ./kala.exe. Yes. Install. Cool, now let's try again. Great, it works. It works beautifully. So now we're done with the map. Now let's go run the agent. I go back to the Anaconda PowerShell prompt. Go back. City into war. Type Python runner underscore sim.py. As you see, the car has been made in the map, and our car is self-driving itself, which is cool. If you want to close it, just type in H, and it's done.